Hello, and happy Father's Day. Welcome to this update of Tophet Alliance Church for the weekend of June 20th. As you're aware, the Ulrichsen family is going to be returning to Mexico City in July, and as a church, we would like to provide meals for them during their last days of packing and moving. A number of people have already volunteered to provide a meal, but there are a few days still open at the end of June. You can sign up through the Meal Train website. The link for that is in the email version of this update, or you can contact Deanne Stauffer or Pauline Andringa, and they can help you out with registering for that. Also want you to be aware of a community service day in Tofield. The town is extending a community-wide call for volunteers to help with things like painting and gardening and general maintenance. So if you'd like to participate in that, you can meet at the arena at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday, June 26th. I have been so encouraged by the progress of our province towards reopening. And last week, on Sunday, it was really nice to have more people being able to attend our service. Just think, within a few weeks, the remaining restrictions should be lifted. We'll be able to resume indoor visiting. We'll be able to resume fellowship events. We'll be able to meet without masks, and we'll be able to sing. So we are having a single service that's held at 10 a.m. on Sundays. It will be live streamed, available on YouTube for any who are not able to join in person. We do have capacity for our expected attendance, so registration is not going to be required. You can access live stream, and you can access past services through our website or through our YouTube channel. I ask you to continue to be in prayer for our leaders in this time of reopening, as they deal not only with health matters, but other things like financial matters and social concerns. I know in recent weeks, one item that has been in the news has been the discovery of 215 children's bodies on the site of the former Kamloops Residential School in BC. And you've read articles, you've heard statements from leaders recognizing the injustice that is part of our history. How has your heart responded? I know that I have found it sobering to realize that the privilege I enjoy came at the price of such a pain endured by so many. So pray for our leaders. I ask you to also pray for one another, for our congregation, as we begin to reconnect over the next weeks of reopening. You've likely had discussions, and maybe you've had disagreements with people about COVID-19, about the response of government, about vaccines. These are all complex matters, and none of us has a perfect or complete understanding of all of the issues. We will disagree with one another, and that's okay. We continue to be a family, united in a relationship with Jesus, even when we disagree on secondary matters. So let's choose to live with an attitude of humility and to extend grace to one another. I want to tell you a little bit about this weekend and the message. When you read the book of Matthew, you discover that it is second only to the book of John in how frequently it refers to God as our Father. And a significant number of those references that refer to God as our Father in Matthew are clumped together, or they're clustered together in Matthew chapter 5 through 7. Those chapters tell us what God is like. They tell us what God does. They also call us as children of the Heavenly Father to imitate our Heavenly Father. Now, those chapters are often taught in smaller sections, but when you look at it all together, there's some curious questions that arise. So this Father's Day, we're going to be exploring those questions to discover what God is like and how we can imitate our Heavenly Father. So you may want to read those chapters in advance, maybe read them in more than one translation as we prepare your heart for this Sunday's message. As you read, focus on what it teaches about our Heavenly Father and what it means to be like Him. Here's a few verses to consider. Be perfect, therefore, as your Heavenly Father is perfect. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. He causes His sun to rise on the evil and the good and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. Hope to be able to see you this weekend. Many of you in person, or if you can't be here in person, hope to catch you online. Take care, and God bless.